Today, I'm going to take you through the process of writing a letter. We have just put chicks or eggs into our incubator, and so we're going to practice writing a letter by writing to our unborn little chicks. So, for every letter, you need to have a date, a greeting, the body, which is the main part of the letter, closing, and a signature. And I'm going to take you through what each of those is. All right. So, we're going to start, first of all, with the date. Today is April 30th, 2020. Now we're going to do our greeting. Now, the greeting can be lots of different things. It can be as simple as saying, a greeting just means saying hi. A greeting can be hello, it can be hi, it can also be dear. And we're probably most likely to use the word dear. So we're going to go dear. Notice that there's an uppercase, dear. And since we're writing to the chicks, we're going to put just dear chicks because we don't know what their names are. But you would know if you were writing to your grandma, your grandpa, or your uncle, for example, you would know his name, right? Comma. So there's your greeting. Then you're going to sweep down to this line here, right underneath. And we don't want to write our letters in the middle. We want them to go all the way to the left-hand side with our very best printing. You might use lines. I'm not using lines here, but I'm going to try and do my very best. So I'm going to start by asking how the chicks are, because when we're writing a letter, we're really writing a letter to interact with somebody. And when we interact with someone, it's not all about us. It's also about them. How are you? Now, we know that this is a question because it starts with the word how, and that gives us a clue. So when we have a question, we're going to put a question mark at the end. How are you? Notice that there are finger spaces in between my words. How are you? Are you cozy? Because they are in their eggs. So I'm thinking they must be pretty cozy. There's another question. Are you cozy? Are you warm? Do you like your egg? So now that we've had a chance to ask a little bit about them, we can talk about how we're feeling about them being in there. I am so excited for you to hatch. I am so excited. What makes me feel excited about that? I can't wait for you to see. Now, what do you think that a chick can see that would be so exciting? I can't wait for you to see the green grass, the blue sky, and I'm going to say, and our smiling faces. My pen's kind of dying there, but you get the right idea. Smiling faces. I'm going to switch my pen out because it's a little bit hard to see. You would probably use a pencil, but I'm using a pen so you can see. Next, you might want to write a little bit about what they might be able to do. You will run. You will play. You might say something nice before you say goodbye on your letter. I love you already. Now remember, I know some of these big words already because I'm an adult and you're a child. So you might use the best chance or the best try that you can to get to those tricky words. And it's okay if it doesn't look like mine because I wouldn't expect it to, because you're trying your very best with the sounds that you know right now. Okay? And finally, we're going to have, so we've got our greeting, we've got our date, we've got the body of our sentence. We've focused on the person that we're writing to and a little bit about how we feel about them. And now we're going to close it up. So we're going to say from, lots of different ways to close it up. You could say lots of love, you could say kind regards, you could say thinking of you, but I'm going to choose the word from because that's easy peasy. Mrs. Michael. And there you have it, a letter to the chicks. Don't forget that every letter needs to have a date, a greeting, the body of the letter, closing, and a signature, which is your name. Now, the body might only be 1 or 2 sentences long, and that is okay. You could ask them one question, and you could say one thing about them or one thing about yourself, okay? It doesn't have to be this long, all right? I can't wait to see what you write.